ABA's objective is to have an autistic person meet the expectations of society while enduring overstimulation. A more effective way would teach them how to self-regulate their mind and body through STEMI. So, me growing up, whenever I was in big crowds, I would get hyperactive or do certain, I don't know, like movements with my eyes that would make people uncomfortable. Or I would twirl my finger a lot. I would trace with my finger, like I would trace like RoboCop with my finger. I started stepping on my knee. Now let me see if I can show you guys here. You can see it, but I'm basically putting my right foot. I'm basically putting my right foot on my left knee, applying pressure, and I'm balancing on one leg, but at the same time I'm putting pressure on my left leg with my right foot. So I'm, like a flamingo. I'm kind of standing like a flamingo. So I'm balancing and I'm applying pressure at the same time. This has helped me a lot whenever I'd be in big crowds. If I was standing in a line, when I feel like overwhelmed by too much noise or sound, too much noise or like people in my personal space, crowded rooms. I do this. Growing up, they would make jokes and call me Flamingo, and I didn't realize why they were calling me Flamingo. And then later on, I realized that, yeah, I do that. And then I met this little boy recently. I'm not going to say his name because confidentiality. And he's a little kid, so he's only 14. He's on the spectrum, and I saw him. I always thought, like, oh my god, I must be associated with my autism that I stand like that, because it was like a weird thing that I would do, and I always thought, oh, whenever people like point out my weirdness, it's usually associated with my autism. So I saw the little boy doing that, and I was like, oh my god, I do that too, and we're both autistic, so it must help us. And if I'm doing it, it's not just one autistic person saying it, it's two. And I noticed when he was doing it, he was standing in a long line, and I was like, wow, like, it's like we don't really need someone to teach us that. We eventually will figure it out on our own, the way I did and the way that little boy did. But that's one way, and another way is I used to trace, like I said, with my finger when I was really young, and then people were looking at me weird, so my mom or somebody would make a comment like, what the heck's wrong with you, like, call me maestro and stuff. Make jokes, and I was like, wait, why are you saying that? I didn't get it. And so I started just doing it with my eyes, like tracing stuff with my eyes. Later on, I found out that it's called they call it a tracing disorder associated with autism. Why do they like to put disorder at the end of everything about autism? Oh my god. There must be an ABA therapist behind that. I'm just joking. I just think it's crazy. It's crazy. So the tracing disorder it was a big part of me growing up, being able to control my sensory overload. Like I was able to. So I'm having a sound stimulation issue, right? Say, for example, at the time, I'm overstimulated by sound. And when I would get overly stimulated by sound, I would stimulate another sensory. And I would kind of like go with the same sequence, as the other sensory that I'm having an overload with. And it kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but kind of like drowns it out. So when I'm hearing too much sound, I'll apply pressure to my knee while balancing. And then, what is another one? When there's too much, and you know what's weird is that, okay, people on the spectrum, we have issues with sound, okay? Sometimes we do. Most of the time we do. Either we're overly sensitive to sound or, overly sensitive to sound or undersensitive to sound, you know? And I am overly sensitive to sound. So, because of that, what the heck, I lost my train of thought. So if I'm overly sensitive to sound, I have to stimulate another sensory. And people are like, oh, okay, so if you're overly stimulated by sound, then you stimulate a different sensory. So that means that you can't handle sound. I said, well, I can't handle the sound, outside sound. See, if someone is being loud, like for example, someone's yelling, whatever, or like just talking about, I often will hum, and if the louder they get, I'll hum, and it's gonna look weird now again, but if people are being really noisy, I'll be like, and I'll like hum and drown out their sound. So I can't say that it's necessarily we can't take sound, because like outside repetitive sound causes me to have seizures, but if I'm humming it with like vibration, you know, it actually is soothing for me. So it's a little tricky. You have to make sure, like I heard someone one day, like I saw a YouTube video on TikTok, and there was a autistic woman saying that she didn't like she can't handle loud noises, and then somebody put it in the comments, oh, I like how at the end she thanks everybody, shouts thank you, and whistles loudly. And I was like, they thought they were all slick, like they got her, like caught you lying, you know, like, oh my god, they're so stupid. It's like, nice try. No, that's not how our sensory overloads work. People are so stupid. I like how like neurotypicals will like act like they're so clever, and like they figure everything out, like they're so quick and sharp, you know. And then you'll like see an autistic person just like, okay, this is why we don't talk. I'm just joking. That's not why we don't talk. But yeah, I mean, it partially, yeah. I don't know how it starts, but yeah, when we start to hear like the nonsense, it's just like, whoa, okay, yeah, it's really annoying. Makes no sense to me, you know. So yeah, just remember, standing on one foot, applying pressure to your leg, and the humming helps me, and the visual tracing helps me, and what's the other one? Oh, I'll get back to you guys. I was just coming back from school. You're excited to be back? My boy. Hey, baby doll. Thank you. Hang on to me. Alright. Thank you. Okay. How was school, sweetheart? My baby just got back from school. Give me your hand. Say hi, Tiny. You like your bus driver now? That's cool. Say hi, Ton. Turn to the camera. Say what's up, my boy. Yeah. What? Did you have a good day? That's right. Yeah. Little Ozzy and Mama. I called him tiny when he was born because he was 5 pounds. Now he's a big old sexy man. That's my dude. Oh, your sister's in daycare. Should we leave her in there for a little bit? Leave her in there and take her out. You want the baby or no? Tell me. You want baby or leave her? You want baby? Ozzy, tell me. Leave her in daycare or get her? Which one? You don't want her to see the video, huh? Tell the truth, Ozzy. Get baby or leave her? He don't want to answer. He don't want to be mean. Okay. Well, we're gonna get going because I'm gonna make Tiny some food. Just got back from school. I just have to make sure that he eats because he has lots of allergies to food. So sometimes if they don't make food that he's able to eat, and they're not allowed to like give it to him just in case he can have a reaction. So, what would you like, fries? Okay, you want the smiley face fries, or you want the regular curly fries? Kind. Huh?
Face.
The face, the smiley face. All right. I was telling everybody that yesterday. You said, I asked you if you wanted bananas, and you said yes, remember? So I'm going to ask you again, Ozzy, do you want smiley face fries? Yes? Yes? Good job. You need a spit? There you go. It's okay, hold on. I ask you again, you want smiley face potatoes?
Face.
No, so you want smiley face potatoes? Say yes.
Face.
Say yes.
Face.
Say yes, I want face.
Face.
Say yes! I told everybody the great news. You want smiley face fries? Say yes. You want smiley face fries?
Face. Face.
Say yes.
Face.
I'm gonna ask you, Ozzy, you want smiley face fries?
Face.
You say yes. Yes, please.